Alright guys, welcome to Four Corners, Two Comedians. We're here with our great guest, Mr. Nick Tendo.
Hello everybody, how's it going?
Alright, we wanted to catch up with you a little bit more. We didn't really get to go into too many details last time we had you out here, and man, there's so much more to go over, so let's get started, guys.
Well, honestly, Martin, dude, you guys, thank you for having me. Honestly, I had so much fun the last time. I had everybody just kind of hitting me up because the last interview we did was next to the street over there in Glendale, and I could hear everything. I was living in the moment, but I had a few older family relatives were like, I can't hear it. There's just too much. There's too much background. Are you guys standing next to a radiator? And I was like, no, damn it, mom. Get headphones. Just get some headphones.
Next time, don't put the camera by there.
No, that made sense.
I was like, crazy street. We were so in the moment. I feel like we totally
we were all excited.
We opened the business. We totally just went in.
Thank you.
Yeah, so this will be more of that, and hopefully you guys can hear us this time.
Can you hear us?
Can you hear us? It's awesome.
Yes.
No, but last time it was fun though. People who did hear it were very. They felt like it was a very insightful piece.
Awesome.
So you guys are doing well.
And that's why we wanted to have you. People love you. AWF fans have fallen in love with you. Party Hard fans have fallen in love with you, and they all want to know more. And we get to see little glimpses of you, but I think it's time for the world to know who Nick Tendo is.
Yeah, well, I will be glad to definitely open up that book and show you all the chapters, which is not a very long book.
Cool.
It'd be one of those books like Encyclopedia Brown.
Good. As long as there's a lot of pictures, I'm good.
Hey, yo, Nick.
Hey, what up, brother?
What's up, man? You want to take a dip? Want to go swimming?
Dude, actually, I'm good. I actually don't really dig swimming. It's weird. I don't like water.
It looks nice. It's perfect.
Yeah. The thing is, it's I really feel like swimming's pretty overrated for me. I'll tell you this now. I don't like water levels. Just water levels in general. I've never been a big fan of those. Just playing any video game, really. And I feel like getting into a swimming pool kind of just defeats things for me. It slows me down. I like to be fast. I like to run. I like to jump and punch and stuff. The water looks crisp and clear. It just too a very, very thick viscosity. And I'm good. I'm enjoying the sun and it's good. Plus I don't got swim trunks and stuff other than my wrestling trunks.
Yeah, well, I guess I'll just.
But if you want to swim, you could go for it. But I'm not gonna really watch you swim. I just feel like I'd get frustrated just watching you kind of. I mean, I'm sure you're an excellent swimmer, but swimming is just the slow version of human movement, and it irks me. It's kind of one of my peeves, really. But I'm good. I'll just chill here. Go for it, dude.
I just realized I can't swim.
Huh. Well, it's very tranquil though, just to kind of sit next to it,
Should we talk about the last AWF event? Which
Yeah,
was
we-
totally
That was
awesome.
actually a good idea.
Yeah,
That's a very
because
good idea.
a lot of people have a lot of questions. How are you feeling?
I'm feeling great. Mason and Jax are very strong athletes. They can easily, if they put their minds to it, could probably move a mountain. I would probably say if you give them a month, they would move, the Colorado Rockies into Singapore.
Oh, easily.
And that's very educated. Yeah. They lifted me with such ease.
Okay.
And poor Super Chaos, his elbow's not the same.
Yeah.
I talked to him. He's actually rehabbing it now. Yeah. He's going in twice a week. He's gonna be back super chaos next show.
Because you guys are going to need it.
Yeah.
Not only are you facing Jackson Mason, you're also going up for the titles.
We're going for the titles with Danny G and Awesome Andy, the Southwest Dream Team, in a triple threat tag team match for the AWF Championships. And that right there is enough of an indication that, they're going to give us everything they can, but...
Do you think that's what they wanted to take you guys out of the pictures to eliminate?
Initially, they were trying. You could obviously know that there was some implication there that they didn't want to deal too much with me and Super Chaos as an obstacle.
They tried taking Chaos off right from the get-go.
They took it. You wrestled
that match by yourself.
But like
For the most
most,
part, yeah.
two
For the most
thirds,
part,
two thirds of it. I mean,
and Chaos then coming back.
I was actually glad he came back, but I felt really worried about his arm. I mean,
You can tell the pain in his face, man.
Yeah, what's weird is like those guys, they're very in their defense and offense, they're very tactical. They've got strength and brute size and just sheer intelligence. That's
They work very well together.
yeah, dude. Like, and
so well.
if you asked me, and if anyone asked me if I was scared any moment in that match, yes, all of it, and it was probably the most brutal one I've had.
But now with that said, did their plan backfire?
I would say yes, because it feels like it made us stronger than ever. Aside from rehab, Super Chaos is hitting the gym every day. I'm hitting the gym every day. We are going back watching old tapes, especially as, mundane and very, I guess you could say, post-traumatic of watching that old tape of just what they did. I mean, there's a highlight reel on one of their pages. I saw it on Facebook and it was going around, and I didn't think it was that bad. It felt bad, but it looked brutal.
There was a moment where I had to step in and not let Tim go in the ring to save you guys.
Yeah, it was.
I was right.
Yeah. Dude, I'm so sorry you guys had to sit through that.
Well, not only that, shout outs to Ref Scott Johnson. He took a beating for you guys.
That guy is such an official, isn't he?
He is awesome.
He makes the match.
Best.
Scott, you rock, dude.
I love you, Scott. And
Seriously.
We're gonna walk out later, dude.
Yes. Oh, by the way, I saw that video. That was amazing.
That was another. Okay, so backstage, that was a little bit prior to the match.
Yeah, I would imagine.
High spirits, going in full force with high motivation. Super Chaos just pulled out the phone while me and Ref Scott Johnson were just jamming out to some good old AC/DC.
No way.
And it could be any song, and I go full force. It took the nerves right out of me, and I gotta say, I think that was one of the driving forces in our success.
Once I saw that, and then I saw how you guys came out to the ring and clicked, I was like, that's way to warm up. That's awesome.
Yeah, it's awesome, dude. Like, it's a good little.
In that match, can we talk about your athleticism? Like, oh my God, it's amazing. That senton, I'm like,
dude,
that's so sick.
The one to the outside, right?
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Interesting fact, little Easter egg there. First try, first time I've ever done that.
Really? It's up online. It should be on.
I think it's on.
I posted it.
You posted it.
It
I have
should-
stills. You have.
Okay.
Dude,
Yeah.
you
Check
shot
it
the
out.
stills. Yeah,
It's
that's
amazing.
Yeah, like I said, yay, YOLO.
Yeah.
Let's just do it. Boom. You only leap once.
And also, you have one of the nicest drop kicks.
I don't know about that. Isn't it?
You have.
I've been watching a lot of like New
That-
Japan, just watching some Okada action.
Oh yes.
And
I was gonna say you were a little more Mr. Perfect to me a little.
oh man, was there a little bit of that?
That was a little Mr. Perfect.
I felt like I should just pull that back then. Not so much, but I don't want to like.
But I mean, that's the best way. Like, I mean,
It was
okay.
perfect. I really tried. Like I done it once before in a match in El Paso, and it was weirder that time because I do wear wrestling boots. Like I've only worn wrestling boots twice, and they're like nice red ones. So there's a couple of matches where I'm wearing red wrestling boots. That was the first time I did it with those, and they felt like easily 5 pounds heavier.
Oh, wow.
So I hit it that time, and it felt good. And then this time I just said, screw it, go for it. Boom. Throw it. So it feels a lot different, but that last time, it felt cleaner, I felt.
You were crisp.
Oh,
Which it's still like, you had one of the nicest comebacks, and you keep it crisp, and you took such a beating in that match.
oh dude, like,
Like,
it's what we do.
Yeah.
It's what we do.
so based on that, you have such good fundamentals. I know last time we talked about who trained you, but who influenced you? Like growing up, like not necessarily who you took your style from, but who caught your eye, who said, you know what, I can do that. I want to do that.
What's weird is like, and then like that's a pretty good question. It actually boils down to two people. In wrestling, when I started watching was that era when WrestleMania was hitting into WrestleMania 13 or 14 with
Okay.
Mike Tyson.
Yep.
When Stone Cold Steve Austin and Shawn Michaels were feuding.
Oh yeah,
So Stone Cold, right?
that was
my
my first WrestleMania watching it live too.
Nice.
That's awesome.
Yeah, dude.
That's very awesome.
So like when that thing hit and I first got introduced to Stone Cold Steve Austin, I was like, that dude's sick. I want to be just like him. He's the only reason why I wanted to turn 21 was to drink beer. And just I was gonna walk into like establishments, just 2 beers, just. boom, and then tip the waiter and
like
walk
this.
out.
Yeah.
Wipe it off my straight goatee and my shaved head.
Once you get outside, just
Yeah.
it was worth it.
From wrestling, it was more him. Also, Macho Man Randy Savage,
Okay.
for like obvious reasons. And but as far as like an actual character who kind of was the underdog, like you see him and like, damn, that dude's nice. It looks like he doesn't have a care in the world. That stems from like many people, like watching a lot of like those Jackie Chan movies. Which, by the way, Jackie Chan, I reference him a lot as a hero. Just because you watch his movies, he's total cool dude. Like he doesn't want any trouble. He's even said it a few times in each movie. Like, but he's able to back it up. If he's put in a corner, he can fight out of it. Also, just in general, like other wrestlers, like people that they put on TV, like Spike Dudley. He was entertaining, but like people like that, I influenced more from them than like I did from The Rock, which I'm not trying to like knock Dwayne.
Oh no, of course.
There's people who like they put him out there and they were able to deliver, like Rob Van Dam, Rey Mysterio and stuff like that. I'm taller than a lot of people, but as far as me being like a cool guy, you wouldn't know that if you met me on the street, you'd be like, yeah, that guy's really nice for no reason, like.
No, I mean that's literally the first thing I said to him after I met you the first time. I was like, "It's like the chillest, coolest guy I've ever met."
It goes a long way. I feel like people always say like, is there anything really like to complain about in life? Yeah, all the time, every day. But it's how you look at life is really the factor in your attitude.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean that like in general. Like you can have like a total crap day. People are just like being rude. You things happen. Like just worst day. But the way you look at it, it's like, well, at least I got all four limbs, and people who still listen to me when I vent, which has been rare. I haven't had a vent in a long time. It's kind of nice.
Sometimes you have to let it out, though.
Yeah.
It's fine.
Yeah.
I've had a few of those days.
Oh,
We
yeah.
all have.
But I mean, yeah, it's cool. I mean, I feel like I get to do a lot of like doing this, being able to travel, people bringing me in to wrestle, and then getting to meet new friends out of everybody, and it's awesome. It's like an ideal job. Like it's great.
Then you put like I said, the AWF audience loves you. Those kids love you.
The kids are like amazing. Like
They're
they walk up to me, and me being the guy I am, I get like I feel like kids say the darndest things out there sometimes, because I'll ask them, like, I'm just chopping it up. Kids are standing there like I feel like a principal at first, because they're just looking at me like scared, like they walk up to me, and then their parents are like, go ahead, buddy, go ahead, don't be shy. And like, well, hey, you were awesome, can you sign this? And then they, it's like a flyer or something cool. And then I'm like, hey buddy, what's your name? Like, James. Like, well, James, how old are you, buddy? Like, 7. Oh, cool. So you're in 2nd grade? He's like, yeah. And you like school? Yeah. I'm like, well, keep it up, buddy. Keep it up. And he's like, I was like, so who's your favorite wrestler? He's like, you are. I'm like, well, on TV, what on WWE? Dean Ambrose, and I'm like, oh, okay, cool, all right. I like your first answer.
Yeah, don't get me started. We literally just had a 20-minute rant on Dean that was in the car.
I would say like what the funny thing is about I think he's cool to watch as a performer.
Yeah. Yes, that's why.
They just need to give him an actual set of gear.
Yeah.
Because John Cena was already wearing shorts.
Mm-hmm.
And I just see it as fuck, I'm sorry, pardon the French there, but I just see him dude, I would be like, if I didn't know anything about wrestling, for instance, and I took my kid to go see, he's raving about seeing WWE live, and I'd see that guy, and I'm like, is he one of the ring crew? Is he the guy is he on break and he just stumbled on the stage or something? What's going on? Oh, he's wrestling. Oh, that dude's wrestling in the ring. He is nuts. Yeah. Whoa, his hair's wet. And I'm just I would be so confused.
It worked in the Shields. I got it. I got it. But everybody else switched. Well, except for Roman, but that's not Roman. It's funny because he didn't watch the Shield days.
Yeah.
And I played a match for him, and he didn't know that Roman kept the music.
Yeah, isn't that weird? When he keeps the music.
It makes me look at him differently.
And then
for
the
sure.
thing is, like,
Yeah,
that's why
definitely.
people don't like
Yeah,
like
it makes sense.
exactly.
Yeah, and like they're cool performers, but you can tell they were literally just given this and slapped with it and just kind of like, well, we're gonna run with this ball, I guess.
Well, actually, that brings up a great subject because you probably get typecast.
I'd say so.
So
Yeah.
what's the weirdest? You don't have to name names or silliest ideas that a promoter or somebody's come up and wanted you to do. Has there been anything like outlandish, either like presentation wise?
Well, we got to do like a show in Santa Fe, New Mexico. We got paid to actually perform for the creators of Lucha Libre USA.
Oh, okay.
The producers wanted to do a show for promotion, and they stopped everybody that was involved with lucha gimmicks. And this was just like during the summer.
Oh.
So what's weird is like we got there and he was pay was great. It's practically down the road. But it was just weird because like they gave you this gimmick and in Spanish it like was translated from Spanish to the blood of the saint.
Oh wow!
So like sangre de santa. That's what they gave me.
Wow, that's
And I had like this white lucha mask with a bloodshot like bullet hole. And that's the funny thing too. They gave me this big thing where they're like, okay, you're from Mexico City, so check this out. You're all about lineage. You're all about fighting, and you have like the cool businessman like lingo. He's like, so you're just basically you're wrestling with everything at stake about your whole family legacy. Like you're from Mexico City. You eat, sleep, breathe Mexico. I'm like, things are gonna get racist on my end. I'm gonna have to pretend to be Mexican. Like that was my first thought. I'm like, okay, but I'm wearing a mask. So honestly, and this is before I grew the beard, so I like looked like a kid underneath. So I'm doing like my best, like half Antonio Banderas, like Nacho Libre. So every time I'm signing autographs, I'm like, hello, how are you doing today, senor? Hello, how are you doing? And they're like, you were awesome, senor. And then like I was like, oh, gracias, sí. And somebody asked me in Spanish, do you still live in Mexico City or do you live here? They asked me in Spanish, and I'm just kind of like, in my head, I'm like, oh, so screwed am I? Like, okay. And then they were just like, do you live here in Mexico, like New Mexico, or are you from Mexico City? And I'm just like, oh, lo cierto, which is Spanish for sorry, or I apologize. My head is still hurting. But listen, I need to tell you something. I live here, just down the road in Albuquerque. So just don't tell everybody where I live, so nobody bothers me. And then the lady was like, oh, senor, don't worry, secrets. Like very nice, mujeres talking to us. And I was just like flabbergasted. And another cool part, these two older ladies, and like they're like sisters, but they're in their mid 50s. And during like an autograph signing in between those matches, I'm still wearing the mask, and it's an outdoor show. I'm freaking burning, dude, like hot, like just I want to die. Like I flat out, I just want to die. And I'm like sweating, like still like so. How are you doing today? And they're like, we're doing great, senor. Listen, is it okay if me and my sister take a picture with you? And I'm like, yeah, sure, come on down, And they do, they're like right there. And I'm just like, they're like, huh? And they're like, and then like one of them leans in, like, can we both give you a kiss on your cheeks? And I was just like, oh, sí, por favor. And then they're just like, I hear it in my ear. You know when somebody does that? And it's like, I did that. So like when they take a picture, I'm like, and they're just like, sorry, did we startle you? I was like, un poquito, but it's okay. It's great. Did you get the picture, senor? And he's like, yeah, I got it. Thanks, chief. And I was just like, de nada. And that was weird. And I'm just like, just totally just Puss in Boots in that situation.
Which I'm sorry, I keep like getting other things to go off of. Have you done a lot of lucha like shows or?
Well, what's funny is like a little tiny bit when I was trained, a little bit of lucha style, but like we did do like some promoter shows where we were brought into like towns like Odessa, Midland, and stuff in Texas where there's hardly any wrestling shows, and they do like you get those awesome fans that like are just too much money, they don't know what to deal with it. They do shows, like one time they bring in people, like we've wrestled shows with Magnum.
Oh, wow.
In fact, true story, he's the guy who made this. Interesting fact. And he brought in like dudes from Mexico at one time. He did a show with, one of his affiliates that we also did a show with. One of those lucha shows, Cassandra.
Oh,
he was there. And dude's freaking funny. Like, I've met him a few times, and the first time I met him, I really didn't think he'd remember me. So that like by the third or second time, I reintroduce myself. I was just kind of like, hey, what's up, Cassandra? How you doing, Nick? And he's like, I know who you are, dummy. How you doing? Come here. How you doing? And I'm like, oh, hey, how's it going? Very cool. And I actually met him at an XCW show.
Oh wow.
Okay, I'm getting ready, you know. It was my first match in a long time. He walks in through the back door, and I look up, and I'm just kind of like, and I remember the face, and I'm like, Cassandra? And he's like, hey, how you doing? Hey, I'm looking for Magnum. I was like, over there. And then he's like, great. How you doing? I was like, awesome. Nick. Big fan. Oh, thanks. I'll let you get ready. I was like, okay, cool. Like, holy crap. Like, he's the guy that, like, Chuck Taylor, like, he's the reason why Chuck Taylor had that bump on his collarbone. Like, weirdo, botched, like, Frankensteiner off the top rope, but, like, that was kind of on him, really, I felt. But that was just so many things going in my head when I met him. I was like, oh. Like, so, dude, it was weird. But it was cool.
Dude, are you okay? Dude, yeah. He was just trying to fix the lady, man.
He wasn't attacking you?